You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Hello, Smiles Tribe. Welcome back to another great week. I hope you're doing well. It's so good to have you back on the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, please just take a few seconds and hit that red button down below. Subscribe and join the Smiles Tribe as we build ourselves to become our best version founded in values and principles. We all want things done in a particular way. We all dream of an ideal future that we would want for ourselves. We have this perfect picture, but I hate to break it to you that you can never travel externally farther than you've traveled internally. Personal transformation begins from the inside. Let me share a story. Let's refer to her as Mambo in this story. Mambo is a very well-to-do career woman. Mambo always felt angry and frustrated with the way people treated her. So she would use fear as a tool for controlling and making people comply with what she wanted them to do. One day, her daughter looked at her straight in the face and said to her, "Mommy, you do not have to shout to make me love you." The mother, with a dumbfounded look, almost wished that the ground would open and swallow her. She came to the realization that day that she was only concerned about herself and always thought that her life was a mess because of other people. She made a decision there and then and took responsibility for her personal transformation, starting with the healing of her previous abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and emotional abuse. She took responsibility and started the healing process to begin the transformation from within. Once you realize that you're responsible for the life you are now living through the choices we intentionally choose to make or refuse to make, you would stop living the mediocre life that you've lived in the past. You and I possess the greatest gift known to mankind, the gift of choice. You may have made mistakes in your choice in the past, but don't dwell on it because you can't go back and change the beginning. But you can begin right now, right where you are, to change the end by making better choices. We can all transform ourselves to become a completely new person through the grace of God. There's a lot of work to be done. Yes, no doubt about that, but it is very, very possible to lead a new life. To begin this inner process of transformation, the first step is to gain clarity. Sit down and define your current problems and flaws and decide what they would look like once transformation comes into the picture. Don't just think about it, make it concrete by putting it down on paper. Once you've written them down, right beside each of those points that you've highlighted, a strong why, the reason why you must transform to become that ideal self that you picture. If you do not have a why, it is very, very easy to fall back into old patterns. So, write down your why and let it be strong. It will serve as motivation to push you through the tough times. The next thing is to take baby steps. Change is a gradual process. Most big changes are made by the small baby steps you take each day that compounds over a long period of time. Results might not be visible in the beginning, but keep at the journey and always remember that change is not a linear process. It would have some, ups and downs. Instead of starting your journey from the scratch, learn from the journey and mistakes of the people who have gone before you on the journey that you're about to embark on. Do some research and read personal stories of people who have gone on that path. Adopt the habits that helped them to achieve the desired goal. Society will tell you to fake it till you make it, but I tell you, don't fake it till you make it. Just allow the picture of that reality, that desired outcome, to motivate you. Live as though you've achieved it, but don't forget to do the background work needed to arrive at that desired outcome. The process can be scary and uncomfortable, as your personal transformation journey will take you into new environments. You'll meet new people and encounter things that you're not familiar with. But don't allow that discomfort to scare you from the journey. Keep at it. When the result starts becoming visible, people will react to the change. Some will support you, some will resist. Some will resist your journey and try to take you back to your old self. Build your inner strength and realize that you don't need anyone's approval or validation. If they give it to you, it's a gift. Appreciate it. But if they don't give it to you, know what you want, know why you're doing it, and be your number one cheerleader. As you begin this internal journey, it's only a matter of time before the external begins to catch up with the internal. It's always better to travel further internally before you travel far externally. As you begin this journey to becoming your best self, know that I am rooting for you. Thank you very much for watching till the end. I hope you learned something. Please, it's always good that we share our knowledge. So don't go away without leaving a comment down below and subscribing if you've not subscribed. My challenge to you this week is to identify that one thing that you will start the journey within to birth in the physical realm. Till I come your way next week, keep working on yourself. Spread smiles and blessings.